Today's topic is going to be if you don't take action, then you don't get the results. And I do have some notes, okay? So you cannot have anything without action. And we're going to dive into it because action is what? Certainty through the uncertainty. Let's dissect that. It's certainty through the uncertainty, it's impulse, it's creation, and it's detachment. Now, certainty through the uncertainty. There is always going to be uncertainty, period. That's life. So when you have certainty that you will get through the uncertainty, you are taking aligned action. See, we sometimes want to control things. We sometimes want things to go a certain way. But without going with the flow, you don't see the results. I am a transformational coach. I was my first case study before I got the privilege to help other people transform their own lives. I lost 75 pounds. This is me as 210 and this is me at 135. I had to take certainty through the uncertainty, something I've never done before, being disciplined, getting up every single day because I wanted it. I wanted to see how I could transform myself into my highest version. And with action, though, here's the thing. Through action, there are different seasons. Action has different seasons within it. Within action, you have a season of spring, you have a season of summer, you have a season of autumn, and you have a season of winter. And if you are resonating with this, I highly recommend that you write these things down. This will help you to evolve. This is what I've done throughout my entire journey. Anytime I attended something, whether it was for free on social media or investing in myself in courses and workshops, I have my pen and paper and I take those notes, and you will be surprised that in itself is an action aligned to you becoming that of what you desire to be, because you will have the proof. You will have the proof. I call it the proof loop. Within my program, I have a ceremony that I do, which is called the proof loop. So I would highly recommend for you to take notes right now, because action has its own different seasons within it. You have a time for beginning and hope. This is the summer action, and it's not necessarily going to be in summer. You have to learn your cycles. So you have a time for action that for you would be your your spring. Let's start with spring first. The time for beginnings and hope. This is the time that you take that action when it's something new. Just because you've been here at this position for all these years and you get the opportunity to try something new, that's your key that, oh, this is my aligned action. This is something new. This is hope for a better experience, because whatever you're going through may not be resonating with you anymore. So springtime, within your cycle, within you knowing yourself, mastering yourself, your spring action will be that time for you to embrace the new beginnings, to go forward with the new beginnings. That is an action of spring. The second action of spring, and welcome for those who are joining, the second action is summer. Summer is a symbology of abundance and passion. So when you have aligned action around something that is bringing you joy, freedom, and you feel passionate about it, that is your sign that this is my time to take aligned action. Action has its own seasons within it. Our next action, autumn/fall, whatever you prefer to call it. This is a time of reflection, of harvest. There's a time within your life where you will have a cycle to take action in harvesting and reflecting back. You can take action every single night before you lay and close your eyes. Take that action to reflect. You can have all these seasons and cycles within you each day. Take the time to reflect on your day, to harvest and preserve the moments that bring you joy, because the more you feel elation in your body, now we're going to get into a little neuroscience, because this is how I rewired my own brain. This is how I lost my weight, became a whole new person, thrived on immaculate levels. But now at nighttime, you reflect, you harvest in the things that You are grateful that you did that you stood up for yourself, you said no, and that's the people pleasing aspect. But once you pass that, now you take the reflection to say, I'm so happy I accomplished this goal. I did the extra mile. You take that action, and this is a whole cycle for you to promote a new life for yourself. Our last one is winter action. This is the good one, because remember, you can't have nothing without action. But there is an action that is a winter symbology around it, which stands for rest, dormancy. This is when you withdraw. Do you know it's not called being lazy? It's called being. A time for rest, for waiting. Action is a winter principle as well, for waiting, for resting, for allowing things to do what they're going to do. The peace, the silence, and the storm. So you can't have nothing without action. How will you know which cycle you're in? How will you know which cycle you're in? Well, you will feel the energy. You will feel it. Let's use relationships for an example, right? So pay attention to the energy you feel around you. This is how you begin to know your cycle. Is this relationship causing you distress? Going back again to our body, your brain is designed to keep you safe. This is why when you master your mind, you are rewiring the pathways in your brain. These pathways are your habitual habits that you automatically respond to. These are your automatic responses and reactions to things. But when you rewire these things, you create a whole new perception of life, which creates a whole new reality. So you pay attention to how your body is feeling around these people. When they say this is relationships, period. No matter who the relationship is, all is relationships. Your coworker, lover, family member, children, it doesn't matter. Pay attention to how you're feeling. This is how you will know which cycle of action you are in. Does this relationship feel like a spring? Does it feel like a new beginning? Does it feel good? Does this relationship feel like abundance and passion? You pour into that. There is a time to do everything. Now you pour into things that are pouring back into you. Is this relationship a time to reflect? Are you feeling like, I need to reflect. I need a few days off from this. That's your free will. Listen to your body. Listen to the cycles. Listen to your intuition when it's speaking to you. So if you're having these inclinations that I need to withdraw, listen to that action around this relationship. This relationship is causing for you to now reflect. Do you have, or even rest, going into a winter phrase. So if you have a relationship with someone and you feel the energy around you that I need to wait a bit, right? Autumn and winter have a symbology within itself. It's a time for harvest, to withdraw. Is it a time to withdraw and think about where this is going? Or is this a time to wait and take a break completely? So you have to know which cycle you are in so you can move accordingly with your action, because you won't have anything without action. If you don't have action, you don't get the desires that you want to have. You won't get them. And how do you rewire your brain, right? Process that you must be committed to. That's what rewiring your brain is. A process that you must be committed to. This is commitment. This is not a one-time thing, a get rich mind quick scheme, get rich mind quick scheme, okay? Get rich mind quick scheme. I'm going to light these few candles. I'm going to do a few things just so I can feel better in the moment. This is an intentional process. This is an every single day thing. Self-mastery is every single day. So when you are rewiring yourself, this takes accountability and awareness. You are always going to hold accountability for everything that happens to you. There will be no more blaming others. This is how you can take aligned action when you are able to take full accountability for the direction that your life is going into, for the direction for wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, whatever behaviors you're having. This is you. You take full accountability. Okay? This creates new pathways in your mind when you're able to take that accountability, when you're having that awareness, when you're realizing that something doesn't feel right. You are now changing your actions. Why? Because familiarity breeds content. I always say this. Familiarity breeds content. Whatever you get familiar with, this is going back to your neurons in your brain. Your brain is programmed with whatever you are constantly ruminating on. That's what your brain is fixated on, because it either wants to keep you safe from it or bring more of it to you. So if it was a beautiful experience, you're going to keep thinking about that. It's all about a balance though. So whatever you focus on, that's what will grow. That's what your brain sees as the objective. This is what we have to do right now. Familiarity breeds content. Get familiar with doing the things that are going to change and shock your system. When I lost weight, I shocked my system. Okay? Never ever did this version of me take walks. Okay, never ever did this version of me want to sit here and squat and run and jog, okay, and go rock climbing and skating and skiing. Okay, that version of me wasn't into those type of things, going for walks on a trail. That version of me was what? No. This version of me came because I shocked my entire nervous system. I shocked my entire thinking, my brain waves, my patterns, my way of being. I shocked myself. How do you shock yourself? You get up. There's no excuses. I did those walks, those jogs. This is what I'm giving information to you to do as well. Okay? Walk, jog, mirror work. Look at yourself in that mirror every single day. Every single day, look in that mirror. Every single day, tell yourself that you love yourself. Say what feels right to you, but be truthful. Talk with your authenticity. Block out other noises and speak directly to you from you. Okay, read a book. Read a book. Even if it's 1 or 2 pages a day, just make the habit. Change your habits. This is how you shock your nervous system. This is how you rewire your mind, because it's all connected. Your nervous system is connected to the way that you cognitively think, because your brain is like an alarm. It goes off when it feels like there's a threat, there's a danger. There's something that we have to fix. We have to keep dissecting and ruminating what happened so we can fix the outcome. This is when you step into your highest version of yourself, period, and you say, oh no, we're not about to keep on going down this road. We're going to go down this road. A crossroad is you get to either get worse or you get to either get better. It's your choice, but now you're at a crossroad. So your action is going to determine the life that you create. If you're new here, I do have a clarity activation called Sacred Shift. The link is in my bio. Click that, check that out. And I do have a wait list as well for my Cut and Thrive program. This is what I do. I had to hop over fences and climb up the ladder to get what I want, bitch. I'm just getting better. They tried to tell me I would never be shit. Look at me now, body built like a brick. Sleep all you want, but I'm chasing my dreams.